Hi there, and welcome back to the History of Fleetwood Mac. I'm Anita. Today we're going to continue Volume 19, Episode 12 of my Stevie Nicks and Fleetwood Mac scrapbooks. Now that I'd start by Vader saying hi. You can probably hear that purring over my talking. He's just been at my feet all night, just wanting up here. And I also notice he's got this funny little bald spot on his lip, which is killing me. Isn't that funny? So weird. Having a really big weather fluctuation lately, so I think it's just things like that affecting him and stuff. But you just wanted to say hi. So I left off on my last video talking about the concert of Fleetwood Mac in 2013 in Seattle. That was on May 20th, and now we're coming up on the concert in Portland, Oregon, June 30th. So about a month and a few days later. Now, unfortunately, this was nowhere near as fun as the Seattle one was. If you saw that last video with the flashers going on there. And I was really trying to think before I started this video as to what I did. Like, did I go with anybody? And I just don't recall going with anybody. And I also don't recall getting a ticket prior. But I got a ticket regardless. I just usually don't get them prior. I get them like really right around there. And this time I got floor, it doesn't say what section, but row 9. So, but it seems like I really don't know. I really don't have any recollection. But here's some, always forget. I'm going to have to put like a stick-it note to remind me. So these are pictures from that night. Again, I could have some of these messed up for the Seattle shows, but I think I'm pretty right. It doesn't seem, I don't know. It seems to me like I got the same amount per night, a pretty, good amount, but. And if you do notice, some of them seems like I'm more on Lindsay's side, whereas some pictures, are a good view from Stevie's side. Like for that one, you would think I would have to be to the left of Stevie to get that shot at this angle. But, which is which night. I definitely know that I was clearly in front of Lindsay on Seattle, so I had to have been maybe more on Stevie's side in Portland, just a guess. That's a really nice close-up one of Lindsay. As is that one. This one, it seems like I really dressed up. I think I went by myself. 2013, I'm trying to think, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 4.5 years. Maybe my parents and possibly Dawn had been up here by that time. A lot of people started following me up. Whatever. I move away from all these people. Just kidding. Move away and all these people start following me. But maybe not Dawn just yet. And but it just seems to me like I got really dressed up. Maybe on the next one in 14, Dawn would have been with me to that one, because it does seem like we went and saw a Fleetwood Mac show, not just a Stevie show. But again, I just don't recall. And, usually I'll have like pictures, of myself and whomever, and I don't seem to have any of that for these shows. It's a nice one, to Stevie. That's a nice one as well. Nice and clear, close up. Now the cat is down on the floor licking himself as though my having pet him was just like so gross, and giving him a little kiss. He's so funny like that. Gypsy's like that too. And then I put him, they're both licking, with Gypsy. They're so weird. They just get like in a licking competition or something. Pets are so funny. Yeah, I'm going to say that these are Portland. Again, the better shot. Just from the angle I'm at with Stevie. Because again, like I said, I would have to. So I think these are right. I would have to be to the left of her to get this kind of view. Because if she's at the center of the stage, I would have to be the left. You know what I mean? She doesn't. Either way, even if she went to Lindsay's mic, I would still have to be to the left of her. So I think I'm accurate about that. That one's cute. That was just real fitting, even though you can just see her profile. It's just a nice shot of the top hat and the blonde hair and the, very reminiscent of the 70s Stevie. That's another really nice one too. That look on her face is killing me. Then for some reason I had, I look for tickets. They're weird. So I don't know how I got that one. It could have been somebody else's or something I picked up. Who knows with me. So see, this one, I think, it still could be Portland. That one came out kind of like in a weird color, a little bit overexposed, but it's a cool picture. I don't know why my light is being funny tonight. And funny, not ha-ha funny. A little bit better. See, I just showed that one. Then we're getting to the last page. So now this is unfortunately too short. I should have just done that one altogether yesterday. I'm so sorry. What do I know? These were some really cool ones. And I also don't have a set list from this one, but I know that this, for example, is Eyes of the World. And I love that song. It's just such a weird little song. And I really like this shot. These are two of my favorite shots just because of the background and stuff. And then Mick's eyes being right here is really cool. That was one of my definite favorites in this one as well. I'm sure during the same song. But this one I really like. This one I would blow up a little bit just because it just looks cool. What a winning shot that one is, huh? Sometimes I look at my stuff and I'm like, I'm so bummed out for so many things that I miss out on, but then sometimes I get a really good shot. You can even see, I think that might be, that's not Jaina, is it? No, that might be Lori behind her here. Did Lori go out with, I think Lori was with Fleetwood Mac at that time. But yeah, this one's good, even though there's that little bit of shadow on her. But this one's really good. And then to wrap up this video, again, some interesting shots, not as clear as I would have liked. These two are really neat in the middle. I thought they were really cool, even though they're kind of far away. I just like that John's in the background, and I like that she is fully engaged in, I'm going to say, sisters, maybe? No, I don't know. She's going to town on it. I just like that little when she kind of crouches down. Again, it's just a reminiscent of the Tuscara and earlier Stevie. That was a cool shot too. See if I can get. No. That one's kind of cool. This reminds me of some Stevie solo stuff. But it's a little, no, it's not as, why is it not capturing tonight? It's not as bad as it looks. It just looks really bad in here for some reason. Here it goes, that's about better. That one's nice too. This one again is another one. It's a little overexposed. I think she was kind of far away. I think those ones I'm reaching, I'm using the zoom out a little bit more because it looks like she's waving at the crowd, maybe towards the end. So yeah, so that was it for my Portland shows. So that was again Portland at the Rose Garden, but now it's the Moda Center. So funny, and that was June 30th of 2013. So I'm going to go forward and find some more stuff for 2013 because I think I have a little bit more. What I've really been working on lately is instead of trying to find stuff from 2012 and 2013, these ones I did have made, but I'm still trying to finish up some stuff for 2012. As I said, I could not find. But I've gotten a lot of stuff going back to Belladonna and Wild Heart. So I was going to be doing some of those kind of what I call retro videos and going back and showing some old stuff again, but it's new stuff to me, or stuff that I just didn't have Scrapbook at the time when I was showing, any other era prior. So those I think I'm going to be doing pretty soon. I also still want to wrap up the artwork of Fleetwood Mac, and then just continue with my scrapbook. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this. Wish I had a little bit more of a story to tell you from Portland. I was telling everybody about how it was in Seattle, so that was kind of funny. That was getting a lot of laughs at that. And but yeah, both were great shows. I mean, even of course for me, Seattle won because of getting the pick from Lindsay, just getting that direct focus with Lindsay. He's just always so great at shows, in my opinion. And so that was really neat. So that really stood out for me. So again, hope you enjoyed this. Thank you so much for coming, and we'll see you again next time. Bye.